ain't your mama's racing stream.
This is VRN, your trusted leader in e-motorsports.
All right, welcome back, Vigilante Nation. This is the Vigilante Racing Network coming to you live from virtual Joliet, Illinois for round 4 of the Vanquish ARCA series. My name is Alan, and I'll be bringing you all of the exciting racing action here tonight. And as always, I want to thank my wife, Lori, for managing the race and keeping these drivers on point. I love you, babe. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you. Also, I'm flying solo in the booth tonight, folks, so if you're out there in the chat, hit me up. As long as your comments are safe for work, I will read them on the air. So we're going to have a great time tonight, and let's get you started with some session details. All right, folks, tonight's race is going to be 133 laps. That's 200 virtual miles. Their fuel limit is 55%, so it's some of the lowest fuel percentages that you have seen so far in VRL, but this is a different car from the truck, so we've had to modify it a bit so we keep some great action for you and some green flag pit stops. They only have 3 additional sets of tires over the wall tonight, so that means 4 total, what they start the race with, plus 3 additional in the pits. This series does have a fast repair, so they have a mulligan if they get themselves in trouble, one time only. And as always, iRacing controls the cautions, the lucky dog, and the wave rounds. Now, this is round 4, and to this point, we do have some championship favorites so far. First place right now is the 31 of Jacob Elisha with 76 points. Second place is the 6 of Trevor Robertson. Third is Chris Gones in that number 1 machine with 69 points. Dylan Bryant is 4th with 67. And in 5th place, Scott Roney with 61 points. So it's still pretty tight up there at the top, folks. Let's see what we can get here on the track. It looks like we're getting ready to grid up. We transition over here, taking a look at the starting grid. Yep, looks like we're starting on the track here tonight, folks, and they have finished up their qualifying. So let's get that up on the screen for you. It pops up for me. Yeah, it's not doing it. So I'm going to read these off for you. Dylan Bryant takes top position on the pole. John McAdam is in second. Let's make sure we got this right. Yes, we do. John McAdam second. Jacob Elisha third. Trevor Robertson in 4th. Jonathan Osborne 5th. Chris Goins 6th. Dustin Wade 7th. Mike Everidge 8th. Josh Shabacher 9th, Jacob Hare in 10th, and Andy Player in 11th. 12th is Andrew Cawthon. 13th, Kelly Kill. Jesse Redding 14th. 15th, Michael Brooks. 16th, John Gallagher. Timmy McAdam, new to the series. Welcome, Timmy. 17th. Deion Jones 18th. Scott Milner 19th. Tom Barish 20th. Gordon Spain 21st. James Lee 22nd. Mike Adamson 23rd. Dave Mayberry 24th. Luke Chadwick 25th. 26th is Aaron Warren, 27th Dylan Simmons, and Albert Anderson is in 28th. Don't know why the results didn't, or the grid didn't pop up there. We'll hopefully have no more gremlins tonight, but we got through it. Should have one parade lap. We're going green right out of this first corner, or this first lap rather. Going to see that pace car pull off. Flagman will start this race, and every subsequent restart will be the leader in the restart zone. We have some perennial favorites starting at the back tonight, folks, and I'll go over those in just a moment as we're getting started here.
Sorry, Luke. Green flag, green flag.
And we're underway. Green flag, folks. Dylan Bryant out to a great start there with the 31 in tow. John McAdam on the outside in the 47, that white machine you see there, is trying to get up on there. Oh, he touches the wall. He's okay, though. Just a little scrape. Cold tires out here. You see another in the wall there. That's the 81. Jonathan Osborne. All right, you're going to see these guys cutting this front stretch here pretty frequently tonight, especially early on in the run. Don't know if they're going to do the entire time. But there is time to be gained down there. Now, it does maybe shave off a little bit more of the tire than you want to over a period of time. So we'll see if they keep it up. John McAdam on the inside there, challenging for the lead right now in that 47. Does he have Superman's kryptonite tonight? He's out to the front in that Freightliner machine. A lot of movement up here as we get started here tonight. You can see multi-groove track. You can run just about anywhere you want to. Now, what is the fastest line? That's going to change overall. And that machine you see going by right there is a 99 of Albert Anderson. And I wanted to mention that we had a few people who were starting at the back tonight. And he's one of them. He had a drive-through penalty from last week. So he's going to be starting from behind a bit tonight and having to make up some time. Right now, his main concern is to ensure that he doesn't go a lap down, or that he remains the lucky dog, as the 81 is in the outside wall again. Now, Jonathan Osborne really likes that high line at most tracks that we go to. He's what we call a rim rider. So, and it's not unsurprising to see him up there, but man, I just feel like he flirts with damage every time he does it. But anyway, back to the penalties. We had the 09 of Dylan Simmons, the 23 of Aaron Warren, the 9 of Luke Chadwick, the 29 of Dave Mayberry, the 88 machine of Mike Adamson, and of course the 99 of Albert Anderson. I mentioned that one, and the 38 of Gordon Spain. All had penalties here tonight. So if that's what your favorite driver, they got a little bit of ground to make up, and in some cases a lot. But these are some of our fastest drivers at times, so don't be shocked to see them get up there. McAdams holding on strong here with Jonathan Osborne now in tow. No worse for the wear on that outside line as he scraped it. Just look at this pack behind him. This is incredible racing. We're going to go up top. I mean, look at this. They did 3 wide for laps on in here. We're 6 laps in. Oh, no. Is he saving it? They're going to save it. Going through the grass. It's like they got it. The one machine got together. I don't know who that was right off. But the one machine went through the grass, reminiscent shades of Dale Earnhardt Sr. Holds on to it. Unfortunately, wasn't able to hold on to his position like Dale Sr. was. But we stay green. And he doesn't have any damage, and that was definitely his goal in those few moments. Go back and take a quick look and see what happened there. Here we go, the 82, that's Mike Everidge on the outside. Let's go over the shoulder here a bit so we can get a good, clean look at this. Coming out of 3 and 4, he just gets in there too high. There might have been a slight bit of netco, but they definitely probably going to come together. Incredible job by both drivers, and if you've been in here in the sim, folks, you go through the grass, it's like hitting ice, and when you come back onto that tarmac surface, it takes a moment for your grip to kick back in. But great job there by that number 1 machine of Chris Goins. Going to jump back up front here, where you still have John McAdam holding to the lead, but he's being challenged on the outside of the 81 of Jonathan Osborne, with Trevor Robertson just behind, waiting to take advantage of one or both of these drivers. We've got Trevor there in that Bucky's number 6 machine. Seems like he's liking this middle to high line as well. Whereas you see the difference in racing lines between these drivers. John McAdam running that bottom. Don't know if he wants to run the very bottom necessarily, but being forced to at the moment because he has cars on his outside. Doing a great job though here, as you also see Dustin Wade up in here in the mix in that 68 machine. Give him a couple more laps, maybe make sure we're settled in here, folks, and then we'll go through the field. "28 cars in the race tonight, folks. This Vanquish Series is getting extremely competitive, has its own identity. As you see a vehicle in the wall, that's the 51. Dylan Bryant, he's okay. But this has become a very competitive series and has really taken off. It has its own identity as a Speedway series, and also it runs the ARCA platform. And we're very proud of this this spin-off series of the Vigilante Racing League's Premier Series. And let's take a look at Mr. Albert Anderson up here. Now, he's not the leader. And if you're watching, yeah, you think he is the leader. He is fast, very fast. And he is making sure he stays on the lead lap at the moment. He's the tail end of the lead lap, but he is on the lead lap nonetheless. He's kind of hoping for a caution here. He's probably going to need at least one to be able to get back into the field. Caught up with the field, rather. and race for the win here tonight. We got a long way to go. Only 12 laps into this 133 lap event. And if anybody can do this, America's driver Albert Anderson can. What we're talking about, Albert? Riding along in that tow call machine. I want to call out the fact that his company, Tow Call, sponsors both the Premier and the Vigilante Series. So if you live in the Washington, D.C. metro area and you need a tow, a jump start, you have a lockout, or you need a tire change, get in touch with Tow Call via their email, towcallroadside@gmail.com. It's all together, towcallroadside@gmail.com. They'll be out with fast and friendly service, get you back on your way. As you see, looks like Jonathan Osborne in the wall again as we came back to camera number 1. He is just right on the razor's edge there. He has passed 47 of John McAdam for the lead, but John's fighting back. Dead heat at the moment at the front of the field. You see the 81 again scraping that wall. It's just incredible he's able to maintain that much speed. Kind of like the Larson line in Miami. And now you have John looking to maybe run that top line. He's trying to see if there's any speed up there for him. And the 68 of Dustin Wade going towards the bottom to challenge him for second place. Again into the wall, Jonathan, at 81 machine. He also has one of our onboard side. We have onboard cameras. Let me check and see how many we have. I believe it's about 6. It is 6. And the 81 machine of Jonathan Osborne is one of those cameras. But it necessitates me taking down the block here.
I'm in the Discord. I just can't talk to you guys. Obviously, you can't hear me.
There we go. Jonathan races with us out of Woodbury, New Jersey. Been with this series a long time, nearly from the very beginning. Tremendous racer. And an Oscar to a gentleman. All right, we're going to go through the field. So we're starting to get a little bit of a green flag look to this. Let's actually take a look right at lap 18. And we should get about 30 green flag laps on each fuel tank. This pack is now catching the 99. Kind of expected that, though. 99 alone and unafraid out there. It's really hard to stay out there whenever these other drivers are drafting with each other, basically working together to track you down. Now, the Anderson clan out there watching, just if he happens to get past, it does not really hurt him. He just needs to remain the first vehicle one lap down, which I think at that point he'll be the only one. And if there's a caution, he gets the lucky dog wave around. So, but I would imagine he's probably going to race this like he is the leader and just hang on out there to the tail of the lead lap. But as we're talking about this, we'll shift over. Take a look at our drivers here tonight. You can hear Albert working that throttle to stay out of the wall, but that 99 tow call, the VRM machine supporting both his company and this broadcast. We appreciate that, Albert. Doing a great job having started at a deficit of staying on the lead lap so far. But that's going the wrong direction here. So we're going to go back to first place here. Jonathan Osborne holding on the top spot. Jonathan's up 3 spots from where he began tonight. Next up, John McAdam out of Dashore, Pennsylvania. Running right where he started. Second place in that Freightliner machine. John's got a brother in the field tonight, newcomer Timmy McAdam. I want to say hello to Tim McAdam out there, the father of these guys out there pulling for his boys in the chat. Third place, Jacob Alicia in his Spearmint Gum Big Red machine, number 31, running in third, right where he began. 6 of Trevor Robertson out of McCrory, Arkansas is running in 4th. At 68 machine, Dustin Wade out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Wade also gave us an onboard camera here tonight. Gives us a good look over the shoulder. It's an opportunity for us to take a look at the gear these guys run, their perspective. Oh, and there's a little bit of door music between him and the 51 of Dylan Bryant there. Oh, he gets into the wall. It's probably going to be okay. I think Dylan probably got around him there after that contact. And we'll go forward for a moment now. Dylan's taking over 5th place. Dylan's racing out of Stem, North Carolina. And back to the number 1 machine, Chris Gomes, racing out of Charlotte, North Carolina, in the 7th position. Number 21, Jesse Redding out of Knoxville, Iowa, 7th position. Andrew Cawthon, racing out of Bartow, Florida, at number 10 machine. He's running 9th. 10th place, 92 of Michael Brooks. Don't know where Michael races out of. At 123, machine John Gallagher, out of Roseville, California, in 11th. Number 13, Andy Player out of Concord, New Hampshire. Doing a great job here tonight in that McConey setup shot machine. He also has an onboard camera for us. A little low perspective, which we always enjoy, especially when he gets busy. His hands sometimes looks like he's swatting flies in there. Next up, we got Mike Everidge out of Melbourne, Kentucky in the 82 machine. And 14th, Gordon Spain out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. Up 7 spots so far, running 14th. All right, here's somebody hit the pits now at lap 26. So we're about halfway, 15th position. Here's Mike Adams. So we're going to go ahead and jump back to the main and watch these green flag pit stops. A couple of vehicles out there. Let's see. I think Mike Everidge, Gordon Spain. You guys are both on pit lane. We'll see if that draws more drivers coming in. As it does, the 81 machine's getting down there right now. Jonathan Osborne. 47 of Tim McAdam. Excuse me, John McAdam. I'm probably going to get that mixed up a few times.
On this time. 88 this time. 88 this time. 9 this time. 9.
23 pitting.
29 in. 29 in.
68.
We got others calling out. Robertson, Bryant. Here comes a whole crowd of them, folks. Jacob Alicia, Dylan Bryant, Dustin Wade, Chris Gomes, Jesse Reddy, Gallagher, Brooks, Player, Adamson, Chadwick, Mayberry, Milner, Jones, Barish. All these guys are on pit lane. Also Albert Anderson right there in that tow call machine.
54 this time.
As you see, Albert finishes up his service. He's going to pull out right there in front of Chadwick in the number 9. Right now, Andrew Cawthon is your leader, but he's coming on pit lane now. Along with James Lee, Jacob Hare in that 84 machine. Maybe a battle for the lead here after we finish up these pit stops. 81 was out front for a long time there. Now the 6 machine of Trevor Robertson should take over the lead here as he comes around to the start-finish line. And he does. As they pass the number 10, you saw who was coming off pit lane. Now, the number 6 is your current leader, and if we have all the pit stops complete, I'll reset the field for you. I'm taking a look now. Looks like everyone has made it in. Got James Lee back on pit lane. I don't know if that's for perhaps a speeding penalty or something, but he's back. So we'll go ahead and reset the field for you. We go through. We have not had any. It's been clean and green so far. No incidents. I'm not trying to jinx it, Lori. I know you're out there listening. We're going to go through the field once again and reset this running order. Number 6 machine, Trevor Robertson, first position. Jonathan Osborne in second. Jacob Alicia is now up to, he's in third. That's where he was running before the pit stops. Chris Gomes up 2 spots in fourth. Jesse Redding up 10 positions, running in the 5th place. Andrew Cawthon up 6 spots in 6th. Gordon Spain making his presence felt here in the 38 machine, up 14 spots in 7th. Then you got John Shanebachler coming around and challenging for that 7th position. Now, I will note these drivers have one less set of tires than they do pit stops that they have to perform for fuel. So there's going to be a time where they're going to have to double stint a set of tires, at least partially. As you see the 99 trying to go around both these drivers, the 12 and the 38. There, Albert Anderson is running in 27th, so it's not for position. He's going to need a caution to get back in this race. 51 machine, Dylan Bryant running in 8th. Dustin Wade running 9th. We talk about Gordon Spain in 9th position now. 54 machine, James Lee, he's down a lap. He's running 28th at the moment. So he's down, 1 lap in that Toyota factory-sponsored machine. Michael Brooks, 11th. 9th place, Luke Chadwick, that Goodies Headache powder machine. John McAdam, 40. The 47 is down to 13th position. Don't know if he had some trouble on pit lane, but we know he's bad fast here, so see if he can drive back through the field or perhaps get a caution to help him out. 13 machine, Andy Player, 14th. Mike Everidge in 15th. John Gallagher running in 16th. Mike Addison, the 88 machine, 17th. Aaron Warren, net 23 out of Jasper, Alabama, 18th. Dave Mayberry, 19th position. Number 4 machine, Deion Jones, is in 20th. 19 is running in the 21st position, but he's battling with Jacob Herr here in the 84 machine. Number 2, Timmy McAdam, in that Quaker State Menards. That's a good-looking livery. I like that. New to the series, he is the brother in the 47 machine, his brother of John McAdam. 35, Tom Barish, racing with us out of Pass Christian, Mississippi, running in the 24th position in that VRN tow call sponsored machine. Dylan Simmons in the Xbox 09, running 25th. And we're back to the front, folks, and that's through the field. You've been reset. All right, if you haven't already, folks, make sure you like and subscribe, support the channel, support these drivers. It does help. We are live here every Wednesday. Actually, that is the wrong button there. We're live here every Wednesday and Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Oh, caution's out. I'll have to find out what that was about. Looks like it may involve Jacob Alicia and perhaps Dustin Wade.
Checking up in 1 for face guard.
All right, get a little over the head look here.
Checking up turn 1.
Dustin Wade here on the outside in that 68 machine. And to his inside, Jacob Alicia is in the 31. Oh, he just gets a piece of the wall there. Goes across the nose of the 31. Does he hit the wall? Don't hit the wall. He's got some damage there. Now, they do have one fast repair. If his damage is too severe, he can go ahead and get it repaired immediately. But most likely, the way that looks, I am thinking that it's pretty good damage, but his spoiler looks okay. He'll probably just manually get that corrected and save that fast repair for potential catastrophic event towards the end of the race. All right, so they all just pretty much went to pit lane. We're on lap 39, but they all were on pit lane around 27, 28. So 10 laps into it, I would expect probably most to go down and top off in fuel. But we're probably going to see a mixed bag on who takes tires. Pretty good amount of these guys heading down pit lane. We're looking at John Shanebacher right now, that number 12 machine, Bojangles. Thing makes me hungry. I do like Bojangles. Look, 68's me first off, 13 after that. 123, 82. Here comes the rest of these guys. It's looking like your top 10. We'll take a quick look. So Trevor Robertson, John McAdam did not pit there. Dustin Wade doesn't show that he pitted either. Everyone else hit pit lane to top off and fuel. Jump back up front here. We got Trevor Robertson is now your leader. We'll reset before we get started here. John McAdams second, Dylan Bryant third. Fourth is Dustin Wade fifth. Andy Player sixth is John Gallagher. Seventh, Mike Everidge. Mike Adamson up 14 spots. He's in eighth. Jonathan Osborne is ninth. And rounding out your top 10 for this restart is Dave Mayberry. Take a look at the chat. So we're probably going to go one more lap. Before we go green, maybe not. Let me take a look. I think the lights, yeah, lights are out on top of the pace car. So we're going green this time.
I feel like I may be doomed to even lead one of these things, though, because every week that I've gone up to this point, I've been spun out or something.
It happens, Grade. Sorry, buddy. I promise it happens to everyone. Good luck, though.
Got TM Kitchen out there pulling for Albert Anderson, 99. T Brown. Johnny McAdam rolling the dice. Yes, he is. And that 47. Choosing to stay out there. Got about 10 lap older tires. We'll see how it works out for him. So this restart's going to be controlled by Trevor Robertson once this pace car pulls off. When Trevor gets to the restart zone, which is that blue box you see, you can launch at any time. And he launches towards the end of the restart zone, that Geico restart zone. Gets a nice launch over John McAdam and Dylan Bryant, who are side by side at the moment, racing for that second position. Advantage to the 51 on the inside. We also know that the 47 is on older tires. So probably what he's hoping for here is to be able to settle in, get stuck in, and not bleed off too many positions. Tremendous looking field here tonight. Great for these guys to show up on a Friday night, and we thank you for tuning in. Always great excitement with these guys when they're on the track. If you're looking to join the grid, make sure you get in touch with Lori. It's down in the description of this broadcast. We're always looking for talented, clean drivers. Bucky's machine still on point here. 47's kind of up on the outside, still fighting for the second position. He's not conceding anything here tonight. Doing a great job going for the middle slot there, maybe. Thought about it. Oh, but lost a little grip there. Didn't hit the wall, though. Go on board looking over the shoulder here. 47's fighting back hard. Getting a good run out of turn 2. Thinking about taking the middle. Going where they are not, making sure he keeps some clean air on that nose if he can, so he's got grip for turning. cutting the apron like we discussed earlier, to try and shave off milliseconds of his lap and maybe get up alongside and pass the 6 here. He's been running that bottom pretty well tonight. And I'll tell you, when I run this track, I do like the bottom as well. A lot of guys will migrate to the top and opt for that momentum out of the corner. Sometimes I'll go low in one and high in the other, like you're seeing the 47 do right here. Here comes the 13 machine of Andy Player. And he's up 8 spots right now. Probably has some good fresh tires, some good feel goods on there. And Dustin Wade's back up in here, having been part of that caution. Looking not that much for the wear. Let's take a look at his rear deck there. Got a little smudged paint. I'm thinking he did manual repairs and didn't use up his fast repair, which is, if you can opt for that, that's the way to go. Doesn't look like it scrubbed off any speed of that 68 machine. Oh, we got a wreck in the back.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
That was my fault, Jesse. Sorry.
I think that was a 21 of Jesse Redding involved in that. Let's go back and take a look. Get you a better angle here. Jesse Redding is here in the 21. You see the green and black machine on the outside.
Pit car going to the 1.
Yeah, so that started out with, there's a car up there. So 82 touches that outside wall.
Checking out. Guys, checking out.
And it starts a chain reaction down the rest of that outside line. Little touch there, checks this up. 81's there, and the 21 checks up, and then it gets turned
Not so bad.
by that next vehicle in line, which is the 19 of Scott Milner. Good news for him, no damage. It's just a spin and go. That's the way you want to do it if you have trouble.
I didn't hit the wall or hit anybody else, so I think I just spun. Yeah, sorry, that was my
See if these guys decide to go in again as well. Top off lap 48 of 133. And here we go. Yeah, Bryant McAdam, Player, Robertson, Shane Bachler, Everidge, Milner, Alicia Anderson, and James Lee all on pit lane.
Lucky dog, high side. Lucky dog, high side.
I don't see a lot of tires being changed here. I do see the right sides of Jacob Alicia going up, though. So these guys coming off a little bit slower, taking tires. The others just a little splash and go. Take a look at the chat here. Missed so much action, haven't been able to get to it. Lori out there welcoming everyone here to Friday Night Racing. Talk about Tim McAdam out there pulling for his boys, John McAdam and Timmy McAdam.
Went you by and I'm like, I'm just going to follow him. He knows what he's doing more than I do.
Austin Fassett says here rooting here tonight for Timmy. Let's go get a W. He's also saying thank you, got to support his friend and get him into a win. Albert Anderson Sr. out there saying let's go, son, pulling for the 99 machine. Got a number 9 fan out here, Alan Durifisek. I'm butchering your name, buddy. I'm sorry. But Alan's out there pulling for the number 9 machine. There are a couple messages Lori removed. Please make sure you keep your messages safe for work, folks, so we don't have to remove them from the chat. Thank you. Albert Anderson Sr. say, hey, no worries, son. You can catch up. Talk about how his son had to start towards the rear. Let's take a check-in on. We should be going green here in the next lap. So we're going down the backstretch now. Your current leader is Chris Gomes. But let's check in on the 99. And right now, He is running in the 21st position. But guess what, Anderson Nation? He's on the lead lap, and you know he's going to get to work now. His wood shedding, his wood shedding's done. Stayed in contention, ready to take advantage if there was a caution. He's on lead lap now, running in the 21st position. He's going to go up front here and challenge for the victory. Chris Gomes is your leader. He's going to restart. He has taken the outside line, preferring that. Dave Mayberry second, John Gallagher third, Gordon Spain fourth, and Luke Chadwick in fifth position. Here we go. Back underway. Chris gets a nice start on the outside there. I think he might have caught those other two a little bit of sleep. Went early in the restart zone. Dave Mayberry being challenged by Gordon Spain there for the second position. 123 of Gallagher throwing his hat in the ring. We're going to have comers and goers here, folks. Let me take a look. First two, actually, a guy, Dave Mayberry, did not take tires. Chris Gomes did, and so did Gordon Spain, who's passing Dave right now. I think we got a wreck going. Michael Brooks is involved, maybe. Yep. We're still green. He's off the racing line. We'll go back and take a look at what happened to him, though.
Wreck on the front, wreck on the...
All right, man.
Caution is now out. Let's look at this first. This is the first incident before the one that happened on the front stretch we haven't seen yet. I think involves John Gallagher. This is Brooks. Oh! 123 hits the wall there pretty well in front of these guys. Loses grip and too much grip. Oh, maybe he got into it with the 9. Goes down and hits, and then the 92 rather goes across the nose of the 10, and that's how he ended up on the inside grassy knoll. Or grassy area, rather. Second incident. So this is John Gallagher, who was involved in the first one, and we're going to follow him all the way through. This was an active lap for him. Gets a little bit of help from the 9. He's okay, but slow. Looks like, yeah, he's got damage. You can see damage to his front fascia. So that's why he's slowing down. And then the 10 and the 6 are just there at the wrong time. A lot of activity there in that one lap, folks. Now we got Fred Maston out there in the chat. Hello, Fred. Thanks for all the work you do keeping things going. Thanks for the compliment. Thanks for shouting out Lord. Kathy A out there pulling for Albert Anderson in number 9 machine. I think I mentioned maybe TM Kitchen also pulling for Albert.
Lucky dog.
Edith Anderson in the chat pulling for the 99. Oh, got the whole Anderson clan out there. Welcome, guys. Thanks for tuning in. All right. Still got the pace lights on, so we're going to go around at least one more time. I'm going to chat with one of these drivers. Kelly Keel coming out in 22nd here. And on board with him tonight. Hey, Kelly, it's Alan in the booth. What do you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man. So how's it going out there tonight? There's a lot of activity for the first 55 laps. Do you have you skipped a stint on your tires yet? How are you looking there?
Oh yeah, I skimped the first one. I got in the wall and had to come in and use a fast repair, so it put me, I think, 2 laps down. So I just finally got my lucky. I got a lucky dog here. Got a lap back and got some fuel in it here. So yeah, you didn't see that, did you?
No, did not, but you are back in contention now. You're on lap 55 with the rest of them, man, with a full fuel tank. You got fresh tires now?
Yes, I do.
Yep, and a clean vehicle. So good luck the rest of the way, and thanks for talking to me. I know you're about to get back underway.
All right, thanks, dude.
Yeah, man. 01 machine. Kelly Kill. All right, Chris Goins is your leader coming back for the restart here. Gordon Spain is in second. Mike Adams in third. Jacob Hare in fourth. And John McAdam rounds out your top 5, along with Timmy McAdam. These brothers are next to each other for this restart. I'm sure Tim McAdam out there in the chat's like, hey, just don't take each other out. It's definitely the ideal plan.
Green flag, green flag.
We're getting back underway. That one machine gets a tremendous restart on that inside line. Mike Adamson trying to come through on the bottom in that 88 machine. Mike's up 20 positions from where he started this race.
Can I give the position back? It gave me a black flag because I had to go to the inside to keep from running over him.
You hear Andrew Kaufman out there talking about how he had to avoid an incident coming back to green, and in doing so, if you go left of the competitor in front of you, it will give you a black flag. So he's Lori's working that out with him. As you look at this racing here in the mid-pack, Albert Anderson is up to 6th already, folks. He was in 21st coming back to that right before we got lined up for that restart. I didn't catch how he did it, but he's up to 6th position now. Got those new tires strapped on, I would imagine. So it's, if you're a lap down, I probably would take the advantage of not taking my tires until after one of the cautions. That seems like maybe that's what he did. Making a pass there on the number 2 machine of Timmy McAdam for the 5th position. So I mentioned it. I'm not Nostradamus. I just know Albert Anderson. He was going to come charging through this field once he got back on that lead lap. Looking good there in that VRN tow car machine. Trying to decide if he wants to split the difference here with the 84 and the 88. Chooses to go to the bottom instead, as the 88 went back up top. 31 machines up in here as well. It's Jacob Alicia. Albert Anderson up to 4th. Mike Addison choosing to jump down to the bottom and try to follow Albert Anderson through. Actually, he's trying to pass for that position. Gordon Spain. All right, if you want to hear what it sounds like inside those virtual cockpits and you like that kind of thing, most of these drivers run with their volumes wide open. Oh, no. That was a little bit of a touch between the 38 and the 99. 38 does a great job of hanging on to it. Albert Anderson's up to 3rd position now. Like I was saying, we're going to go to a crank it up segment. If you like that kind of thing, crank up the volume in your headset, your computer, or your television, and we will be right back. And just as I said that, we go to caution. We'll come back to the crank it up after we figure this involved. This involves Aaron Warren and Scott Milner for sure. Probably others.
I was trying to explain what happened without getting run over or running anybody else over. The outside lane didn't go that last time, and I had no choice but to go to the inside to keep from getting run over or running over the folks in front of me. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay, buddy. I got you.
Oh, that starts up ahead of this. This looks like the 9. There's the 19. Scott Milner. And there's, I think that's the 9 machine just in front of him. Oh, yeah. So here we go. You got Luke Chadwick here. You're riding on board with him. And it looks like he maybe didn't anticipate coming up on the 21 or the 20. I don't know what happened here. Like he decided he wanted to go to the outside suddenly. And if you do that and you're already in a turn, this is kind of what happens. The 51 and 9 do a tremendous job hanging on to their cars. The problem comes in, though, for everyone else, it's going to kind of get checked up behind them. You see Milner, because he ends up getting in the back. He's loose here, trying to gather it back up, but the 23 of Aaron Warren is there, along with the 01 of Kelly Kill, having just got his vehicle repaired. Looks like maybe it popped it back on there a little bit for him.
Lucky dog.
Man, that's rough. We'll back it up one more time and take a look from the chopper cam. It's unfortunate for all those drivers involved. See if we can't get a word with Scott Milner. Don't know if he's going to hit pit lane here. We'll wait and see. I think he already has.
Yeah, well.
Hey, Scott Milner, it's down in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man, that's kind of an unfortunate events happening there all around you. What was it like from the cockpit, buddy?
It was all of a sudden there was a pink car there, and I was on the brakes and I couldn't stop. I was like, I'll take credit for the one earlier in the race. That was me. That one. Oh, I'll say he coming from the bottom. I don't know what he hit the apron or something, but he comes shooting up, and then I was right there and I ran right into his back end.
Yeah, it looked like either he. He had to kind of hit the brakes suddenly, didn't anticipate the bottom, maybe checking up slightly, or he decided on a sudden lane change and the car got out from underneath him. But yeah, you were definitely a victim in that from the front and the back. So,
yeah. We love these cars, though. I'm glad we switched to truck to these. These are fun to drive. We keep tearing them up, but it's fun.
Yeah, for sure. They are fun and great to watch. You guys out there wheeling these machines, great job, man. I just want to say your car's looking good. I'm glad you look like you repaired and fixed up. You stayed in this thing. Good luck the rest of the way.
All right, well, thank you.
Yeah, man. That 19 machine. We should be getting ready to go underway here in just a moment.
Green, green, green.
And we are back underway. Chris Goins getting them back underway again with Albert Anderson now starting in the second position. John McAdam in third. Dustin Wade in the fourth position. Albert Anderson want to take the lead over from Chris Goins in the number 1 machine. And a hungry Dustin Wade there on the outside. Riding on board right now with Dustin Wade. He want to get a piece of the wall. Dustin almost did as well. Dustin's almost up in the second position, trying to get around that 99 of Albert Anderson on the bottom. But he has secured the second position there. Doing a great job here tonight. Up 5 spots where he began in 7th. Going to bring home victory. Man, the 81 is still hitting that wall out there. That's Jonathan Osborne.
I go in and I get a 40-second penalty.
I don't know, buddy. I'm sorry. Gotta be an iRacing thing.
Man, it's a really close race in here. You got Albert Anderson right on the rear deck of Dustin Wade coming down that stretch, trying to maximize their velocity. And then you'll see him offset from behind him to make sure he's got some grip on the nose of that machine. Or otherwise risk aero tight going in and maybe push up into the wall. Riding on board right now with Albert Anderson. Races with us out of Washington, D.C. You can see how close he gets here. A little bit of a draft effect, and you see how he comes out from behind that 68 machine. So, oh, he's getting challenged right now by the 13. Andy Player there on the bottom. Not able to pull it off, though, losing momentum as he comes out of the corner. Andy looks like he's running really strong. The 81 gets a little piece of the 99 there. Andy's up to 3rd. You can see his eyes darting around there as he makes the pass. He got around both John McAdam and Albert Anderson. Albert Anderson's right there with him, though. It's a little piece of the wall. Just watch the eyes of Andy Player here. Almost gets to the wall himself. You can see he turned his head. He knew it too. Going for second position. Trying to get past Dustin Wade. He's just forward of him right now, but he's not clear. All the while, this is exactly what Chris Goins in that number 1 wants to see from the lead position. Fight from second on back.
Who made a run over you, Johnny?
Sounds like number 1's hitting pit lane. And he is. Jesse Redding, Chris Goins. Uh-oh. Timmy McAdam may have been involved in an accident. I just saw it pop up on my screen here. Lap 75, 5th caution of the night. Go back and see what happened with Timmy McAdam. Number 27 machine. He's right here in the Menards. Oh, I'm going to go back to this. Go back to the Menards machine here on the bottom. Green and yellow. It's like he's trying to go to pit lane. Oh, gets a piece of Jesse Redding.
Pace car, middle 1, 2.
See, may have blown his engine there. That Quaker State Menards machine. How bad is his damage? Pretty good. You see him, he's trying to go, but he's not able to. He's broken his front suspension. So and that's why the caution came out. It's like he's made it to pit lane, though, for Tim McAdam out there. I don't think I've seen the 2 use a fast repair tonight. That doesn't mean he has. That he hasn't, rather. I just don't recall seeing it, so maybe he's going to be in good shape. Let's take a look. See if it repairs itself immediately, and we'll know. Looks like he went a little too far in his box. Nope. I think he's having to manually repair that. No, he's good to go. He's good. That's a fast repair, so he's good to go. See if he stays on, looks like here comes the field. He may be able to stay on lead lap as well. Just barely getting out in front of that Pace car. There you go, Tim. I think Timmy got a little bit lucky and fortunate there. After the accident, of course. Got the Ford guy out there pulling, saying, "Dang, brothers, he gets get a grip." I don't know who he's. I think Luke. How dare you? I don't know who he's talking to. Big Breezy 7411 saying, "Let's go, Chadwick." Lori called for a crank it up. We never did get that crank it up really, so we'll come back to that if we get underway and get some green flags going here, folks. All right, let's reset the field as we're coming around to go back to green. We got one more lap after this, but top position, Jacob Alicia first. Jacob Hare is going to be starting second. Aaron Warren third. Deion Jones fourth. Got new players up at the front. Gordon Spain fifth. Chris Goins is now in sixth. So I'm assuming maybe the top five here. Let's take a look. Yes, they did not pit. They were last on pit lane at lap 64. The rest of the field came in here at 74 to 76. Some topping off at the last lap there. Moving on back, Mike Allison 7th, Luke Chadwick 8th, Andy Player 9th, Dylan Simmons 10th, Dustin Wade 11th, 12th, John McAdam 13th, Jonathan Osborne 14th, America's driver Albert Anderson. Mike Everidge is in 15th, Michael Brooks 16th, Andrew Cawthon 17th, Dave Mayberry 18th, Dylan Bryant is in 19th, Scott Milner 20th, John Shanebachler 21st, Timmy McAdam 22nd, and still on the lead lap, John Gallagher 23rd, and then a lap or more down you have Jesse Redding, Kelly Kill, James Lee, Trevor Robertson, and Tom Barish. Trying to look, I don't know if all of those guys are still on the track. Looks like the 24th, 25th, Redding and Kill are. So here we go. We're reset now, getting ready for this restart. Jacob Alicia is going to control when he launches within the restart zone. 78 laps complete of 133. Who's your horse? Let me know out there in the chat. Who do you think is going to win this thing? All kinds of strategies. We're all over the map here between tires and pit stops. Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Jacob Alicia goes early in the box. It's a great jump over Aaron Warren at 23 and Hare in the 84. See Gordon Spain in the 38 Monster Machine pushing up in there trying to take over third position. So T. Brown's asking about Timmy McAdam. He's supposed to be the 27. Let me take a look. Yes, he's the 27 in iRacing. I think he has the 2 painted on that car. So we're going to get that rectified. It's his first race with us. And we'll get him hooked up. He is running the number 2 machine tonight. Hey, these are the first laps led here tonight by Jacob Alicia. A great job. We got like a 3-wide battle back here. Look at this. They're all over the place. Albert Anderson looking up. He's got a rolling roadblock in front of him. Almost went to the bottom to make it 4 wide. 84 to 38 get together. A little further back, they're still 3 and 4 wide. Riding over the shoulder with Mike Adamson of Sanford, Florida. 10th. We got Luke Chadwick. 9th position in the 9. Watching these 3 white cars here battle it out for 6th, 7th, and 8th. All right, folks, we're going to try this one more time. We're going to go to our Crank It Up segment. Turn that volume knob up to 11. We'll see you in a minute. Folks, we're back. Hope you enjoyed that Crank It Up segment. We always do. Shot back up front. Here we have a new leader up here. Andy Player in the 13 machine, I think, is taking over the point for the first time here tonight. Looking to stretch his legs a bit in front of Chris Goins in the 1 machine. John McAdam in third. Dustin Wade fourth. And Jacob Alicia, your previous leader, is back down to the 5th position. Ride a lap here with your leader. It's like he uses that front stretch apron as well, trying to cut some time off. You can watch the force feedback. Watch his hands when he goes across onto the apron. The transition's pretty rough. You can see he's fighting in the corner. As he comes out of 4 there, you can see probably can go down right here. And again, when he comes back up on the track, that wasn't as violent this time. Sometimes it can catch you off guard, though. A lot of great racing going on in the mid-pack here. About 5th down to 15th. Maybe all the way down to 20th, really. Let's go back a little bit further. No, I was right the first time. Around 15th right here between the 9 machine of Luke Chadwick and Gordon Spain, bringing up the rear of this first main pack. Just doing a great job, though. Side-by-side action. 81 into the wall again up there. Don't know how Jonathan does it. Running 12th at the moment, down 8 spots where he began. In the wall again. I mean, he loves that high line, and it just, I don't know how he gets away with it. If that was me, I'd have wheel damage almost every time. 82 is trying to get past him here. Mike Everidge, and we're looking like he has maybe fresher tires. Jonathan might be on his second stint of those tires, and that's why he's really struggling at the moment. Gordon Spain's also getting back up in the mix here with trying to follow the 82 through.
23, this time by Coffin, Jailbreak 23, pitting in.
Sounds like Aaron Warren 23 Machine's calling out that he's hitting pit lane. And he is. Aaron Warren races with us out of Jasper, Alabama. This should not get him to the finish, though. I think I mentioned it. It can get about 30 laps on a fuel tank, so probably not going to get him there.
31 in this time.
Jacob Alicia's hitting pit lane to 31.
Sorry.
Y'all good?
And these are the guys who stayed out earlier. We hit the chopper cam here and take a look. Watching Dave Weber in the 29 there, following this pack of cars that are battling pretty good with the 10 of Andrew Koth and Albert Anderson in the 99 machine there. Dustin Wade in the 68 and the 88 of Mike Adamson. Look at that, 68 and then the 88. A little bit of contact there. Right on board here with the 68 for a moment. That's Dustin Wade. Had to get out. Oh, he had to get out of the gas right there. He got really tight. That caused a little bit of a checkup for Anderson and Koth, and they both were able to hang on to it, as you can see here. Albert Anderson running in 7th position right now for the Anderson clan out there. Got the 4 guy out there saying, Luke, I got Sean in my ear rooting for you. Tremendous race here tonight. I have no idea. I've been looking at all these different varying pit strategies that we had going on here. Who skipped tires, when, and I've lost track, folks. I'm trying to kind of figure it out and who I think might have the advantage here. You see Dylan Bryant back here racing hard with the number 1 machine, trying to get past him. Looks like he may be able to do it. He does have 2 lap fresher tires than Gomes does. Gomes that high tide machine, hospitality machine, trying to hang on with the momentum on the outside. He's not going to give up this position. With just over 100 laps complete. Hey folks, I see you out there watching. We do appreciate you being here with us tonight. If you haven't already, please make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out tremendously, helps these drivers. And also, if you're looking for a very well-run and clean league and you want to race with the Vigilante Racing League, get in touch with Lori via the description. There's some links in there. You can contact us. Lori says trucks. Hoping not to match last week's Auto Club cautions, not holding my breath. Where ARCA League is providing very different than the trucks. Yes, these cars do race very different. All right, we're going to go through the field here, starting at the front. Andy Player of Concord, New Hampshire, top spot. John McAdam for Tim out there. That 47 machine is back in second. A little ways back off of the lead. He's back in contention. Chris Goins just talking about him racing out of Charlotte, North Carolina, in that high-tide hospitality machine. Able to stave off for now the attack by the 51, Dylan Bryant out of Stem, North Carolina. Mike Adamson's up 17 spots right now. Made his way towards the front. He has fresher tires. And then some, well, no, actually not. He has fresher tires than the Goins does. Goins up there doing a great job with 2-lap deficit on his tires. Dustin Wade, Cincinnati, Ohio's own. Running right here in the 6th position, having a great run here tonight. Running that kind of middle to high line. Dave Mayberry of Tucson, Arizona. Got on board with Dave as well. Don't know if we've shown that one yet. Right now, Dave is up 18 positions. Having a great run so far. All right, we got Andy Player and others on pit lane. Oh, Andy almost spun it a little bit there. John McAdams on pit lane. Chris Goins. Now, they can make it from here, folks. This is going to be the money stop for these guys.
10-4.
See if your leader takes tires. He does, taking right sides.
10 in.
99. 99.
See if Goins is taking tires. 68's taking tires. These guys are all putting on fresh tires for this last run, having already taken their medicine earlier in the race. And here we go. We'll see where they blend back in. Dylan Bryant's coming on pit lane. Mike Adamson, Dave Mayberry, Albert Anderson. Let's see, where Jacob Alicia. If he doesn't go in this time, he's going to assume the lead here. I think he's probably going to hit pit lane, though. Nope, choosing to stay out. He was last on pit lane at lap 95. So let's take a look. Oh, yeah, I don't know what the play is here. He's going to be 5 laps short. Let's go on board and see if he's saving fuel. But I would hazard a guess. It's very hard to save 5 laps of fuel. No, I don't hear a lot of savings there. And so if I was in his position, oh, his seat gets super tight coming off. So I had to get out of the fuel there. But I'd probably run it out pretty good while. You don't need a lot of fuel. Going to get your splash and go. So right now he's probably trying to go as hard as he can. Stretch out his lead. Right now he has just a 2 and a quarter second lead over Andy Player, who is ready to go. He's probably going to track him down here and take over the lead. $25 laps to go, people. Don't go away. Going to be a tremendous finish here, I think. It's been a lot of strategy going to this.
Come on, brother.
I would say right now, the way things are shaping up and what I'm looking at here on the telemetry, Andy Player is probably in the best position to win this race. Behind him in third, you got Aaron Warren, but he's in the same predicament that Alicia's in. He's going to have to hit pit lane for some fuel. Next, you have John McAdam. think I just heard Andy Player saving fuel. John McAdams going to end up behind Player, fighting for the lead of this race. They both win at 105. Chris Goins at 105. And Dylan Bryan. I think those are going to be the four guys you're going to see battling it out for the win here. But at the moment, Player has got a significant advantage all the way back to these guys. Almost 3 seconds to John McAdam. Which we're taking a look at right here. John just got passed by Chris Goins, so really Chris Goins is going to be the first one to go up here and maybe challenge for this. Let's take a look from behind Chris. This is Chris. He's got a couple air warning between him and Player. You see air warning right in front of him. And then that dot up there in the other side of the corner is Andy Player. And I just heard Goins saving fuel too. Let's go on board. Listen to see if he clutches when he goes into 3 and 4. Got to run here. Yep. Even while he's making the pass there, he's trying to save a little bit of fuel. So that tells me that not only did he, but also I thought I heard Player saving fuel. Let's go on board with him. Yep, he's saving as well. These guys took the bare minimum that they needed in their minds to make it to the end of this race. It's your leader, Andy Player. Concord, New Hampshire, 20 laps to go. Can he bring it home? Right now, he's got a 1.4 second lead. Actually, he's got more than that. He's back behind Alicia by 1.4 seconds. But he's tracking Alicia down. He's on older tires. And he's short on fuel. Got Tim McAdam out there saying the yellow's going to come out and the 47 is going to win. That's a distinct possibility, but there's no guarantee we're going to go green from here. Still saving fuel. You hear him clutching as he comes around. So we got one chip on the table. Tim McAdam saying caution, 47 wins. Well, what's the rest of you have out there in the chat? Let me know who you think is going to pull this off. Player's got Alicia down under a second now. Once he gets to him, I don't think it's going to be much of a challenge. You can see the distance that these guys have spread out. Let's take a look at the track map. We are all over this track now with these green flag stops. We had a few cautions in here. I think it's 5 or 6. Lori, you have to let me know. I think I lost track. But since that last one, we've just gone all out here, and it's a strategy race here at the end. A little bit of a fuel mileage, a little bit of a strategy. When do you hit pit lane? Do you take tires now versus the next stop, etc.? And Player has caught Alicia. I think it's going to be short work of him here going into 3 and 4. And if I'm Alicia, I'll probably hit pit lane right after this. Well, maybe not. I might would stay out and just keep hoping for a caution. He's going to fight back. He's going to have the advantage of a tow now. Lori says 5 cautions out there. Thank you. All right, got 15 laps to go. We're going to go through the field one more time and get you set up for the end of this race.
Easy there, killer.
Your leader, Andy Player. Jacob Alicia just haven't been passes in second. Chris Goins here battling it out with the 51 of Dylan Bryant. We kind of expected this. But that's going to be for third and fourth. With John McAdam there having fell down to fifth position. The Freightliner machine. Aaron Warren at 23. Sixth. Mike Adamson, seventh.
Who was that, Wade?
Dustin Wade in eighth. Being challenged on the outside there by Jonathan Osborne. Andrew Cawthon in 10th. Dave Mayberry in 11th position. Luke Chadwick 12th. Just heard Aaron Warren calling out his pit. Gordon Spain 13th. John Shanebachler 14th. Mike Everidge 15th. Robert Anderson running in the 16th position. Aaron Warren's on pit lane like we mentioned. John Gallagher now up to 17th. Michael Brooks 18th. Let that jumped a little ways. Let's see. Dylan Simmons is 19th. Jacob Hare 20th. Tim McAdam 21st. Jesse Redding 23rd. Deion Jones in that Mountain Dew machine. Good looking car, right, Lori? Nice and green for you. It is a good looking paint scheme. He's running 24th. Kelly Kill 25th. James Lee's out of the race. Trevor Robertson's out of the race. And Tom Barish all out of the race. 10 laps to go, folks. Right now, player has a 1.65 advantage over second place Dylan Bryant. But Dylan seems to be coming. Let's see if that starts to come down here. Let's pop the old battle box up here. You can see Andy Player there in the middle. No time. And you got 1.56 back to Dylan Bryant. Let's see if that starts to come down. Got 10 laps to get there. You can see him in the background there. Let's see if he has better tires. He does by 1 lap. Dylan Bryant has. He went on lap 106. Andy Player went in at 105. I still hear that 13 machine saving fuel. And he's maintaining that distance. Let's see if Dylan Bryant's saving. Doesn't sound like it. Got Jason Gates out there in chat saying that Player is looking strong. He is indeed. 8 laps coming to 7 laps to go with a 1.45 second lead over Dylan Bryant. So Dylan is chopping down that lead a little bit. He's down to about 1.4. However, I did mention that Andy Player was saving fuel, so he may have something a little bit left, even more tire than the 51 has. We'll find out.
Come hello, Timmy.
See that number 2/27 machine of Timmy McAdam there on the outside, holding the outside line, allowing the lead to get by. Five laps to go. Dylan Bryant continues to chop down that lead. He's down to 1.23 seconds now. I still hear that 13 saving fuel. He must have really cut it close. That 51 machine has got his cape out. Superman's trying to catch the 13. We just don't know how much more kryptonite player may have in the back of his 13 machine to stave off an attack and a charge here at the end of the race by Dylan Bryant. Three laps to go, just over a second advantage now. Bryant is coming. But Chris Gomes is right there with him. Don't know if he's got enough to get up there and challenge for second or not. Just heard somebody bounce off the wall. 2 laps to go, folks. 1.09 second advantage between first and second. All player wants to see now is that white flag, because the next flag would have ended at that. No accidents for these last 2 turns. He's praying. One lap to go. This is the white flag lap, folks. Is Andy Player going to pull it off here out of Concord, New Hampshire, racing in Chicagoland, try to bring home the victory, the first victory for him this season, season 4. Going through turns 3 and 4 for the last time. Pulling his lead out a little bit, having saved enough fuel. And your winner tonight is going to be the 13 machine of Andy Player. Congratulations.
Congratulations, bro.
Dylan Bryant's going to bring it home second, and to round out your podium, Chris Gomes in that number 1 machine.
Oh, man, it wasn't fucking...
Nice job.
Incredible race. Really right down to the very end there. We had some action, we had some accidents, and we had a lot of strategy at the end.
Yeah, Andy.
A great job by that driver.
Yeah, too bad I ran
We'll see if he gives us some celebratory burnouts here, rather. I think he's going to get a quick pick for the podium finishers here beforehand. Make sure you don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to do interviews with your top 3. Actually, about probably just your champion here tonight, but don't go anywhere. We'll get him up here momentarily. Yeah, that's a happy driver right there. Come on, man, burn it down for us. Oh, almost gets pegged by another driver. Here we go.
How did we not hit right there?
No idea. Because I ran out of gas.
Oh, he's out of fuel. I think he's out of fuel. All right, folks, let's see if we can get him up here and get this interview done.
No, just right now. I almost ran into Player coasting to the stripe.
I sure wish you would announce you were out of gas.
Here we go. Let's get an interview here with Mr. Andy Player. Hey, Andy, it's down in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Hey, how we doing?
Hey, man, what a race for you. Getting the strategy right, using the tires when you needed to. You were having to pull away there at the end, still saving fuel, mind you, while Dylan Bryant's trying to chase you down. How did you pull it off here tonight, man? Great job.
Oh, thank you, man. That first stint, I burnt the tires right off. I was down to 58 on the right front, so I had to take that take a set pretty early there on that second fuel run. And on that last stint there, I saw Dylan stay out one more lap, and I knew it was going to be close, and I knew he was going to be good to the end. I running that extra lap, so I think with 5 left in the second to last run, I started clutching a little bit, try and get it in, and fortunately, I was able to save enough there and figured it out. And I figured out the low line for the second half of the race. I'm glad I did, because that was what let me pull away from everybody, because I think that high line was quick most of the night. I just figured something out, and I was happy to do it.
Oh yeah, for sure. You were running low line. The 47 of John McAdam was having a great time down there in that low line, but you managed to make up 10 positions and bring it home at the top step of the podium. Man, first win for this fourth season of the Vanquish Series. I don't know how many previous wins you have in this series, but this was tremendous. You really put it on tonight, man. Was there any secret to this other than the fact that you figured things out throughout the event?
No, it's just it was timing. Things played out well with the last caution we had. I had a set there. I knew that was going to be pretty much in the window of when I wanted to take tires. So I don't think anybody else in front of me had taken tires except for Goins, who got lucky that he I think he somehow managed to stay in 6th place, even though the caution came out while he was on pit road. So I knew he had fresh tires, and I started to walk away from him, and I was like, oh, this is going pretty good. Let's just see if we can keep it up. And I almost threw it away coming down the pit road. I got kind of slideways coming in. I thought I was going to lock it up and crash and throw it away. So it's been a long time coming. I haven't won of this series. My last win was my first series. I've got a couple wins on the Monday night for the Premier Series. I got a win here, actually, I think last season on Monday nights. But I haven't won on a broadcast since my very first season. So it's nice to talk to you up on the podium again.
Oh, man, you did it in tremendous style. And as we get ready to roll out of here, probably another track that I know you're very good at. We're going to Michigan, another pretty large track with multi-groove. How you feeling about your chances next week?
I guess okay. Dude, these cars are so much fun. I've had an absolute blast. I'm glad we ran these. The trucks are a lot of fun too, but man, these things are just so much fun. I love the strategy with the different tires and not enough tires and the fuel. You got to think on your feet. And I was wondering, like, mid-race, like, I don't know when we pit. I was talking to Dave, and, like, do we pit? Do we stay out? We're like, it's a gamble. Let's roll. And, these things are an absolute blast. I had last week was so much fun racing Trevor. We had about 5 laps back and forth, swapping the lead every other turn. And these things are just a hoot to drive. I'm loving it.
Well, man, it certainly this car seems to really fit your racing style. You've been fast every week, and then you put that together with the strategist in you. Everybody within the league accepts the fact that you're one of the master strategists that we have out there. So this has worked out great for you. But before I let you go, do you have any shout outs for teams, fans, or family?
Absolutely. Got to thank my wife. She allowed me this silly hobby. She's real good. She's like, go downstairs and race tonight. So appreciate her support. Happy birthday to my son. He had a birthday this week, so happy birthday to him. Obviously my teammates at Digital Speed Racing. Dave Mayberry was the only one here tonight, but we got Scott Rooney, we got Greg Goodenough as well. So have a blast with those guys. And thanks to McConey Setup Shop, longtime sponsor me. I appreciate all their support over the years, and good to get them back in the victory lane again. So real happy to be up front. And thanks to you guys and for the broadcast, and Lori for all she does, putting up our shenanigans every week. And I know that's a thankless job, but we appreciate everything she does for us.
No, man, we appreciate that. And we're looking forward to seeing you and hopefully talking to you again next week at Michigan.
And let me think. I got to thank 2 more people. I got to thank Albert and Tokal for sponsoring this league, and Ricky for all his support with the Shocker graphics that he does. Both those guys do a lot for this league, so I appreciate all their support and helping you all out.
Yeah, absolutely, both of those guys. And hey, man, and everything you've been with us for a long time. This is a great win. I'm sure this is a popular win, and you certainly showed a lot of strength there tonight. So congratulations once again.
Well, thanks so much. I appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Good night.
All right, good night. Thank you.
All right, folks, that is your winner here tonight, Mr. Andy Player. Done a great job there in that 13 machine. Let's see if we can't get this set up here. And your music kind of went away there. All right, I'm going to give you the results of tonight's race. So let's see if we can get that set up for you. Here we go. So Andy Player, top step of the podium. Wonderful job here tonight. Really put it on him. Then you got Dylan Bryant bringing it home second. Chris Gomes third. John McAdam fourth. Fifth, Mike Adamson. Sixth, Andy Cawthon. Seventh, Dave Mayberry. Really good run for him tonight. Up 18 spots. Up 19 spots, Luke Chadwick. Bringing it home 8th. John Schambacher in 9th. Mike Everidge 10th. 11th position was Dustin Wade. Albert Anderson coming back from penalty brought it home 12th. Scott Milner 13th. Michael Brooks 14th. John Gallagher 15th. 16th, Dylan Simmons. Jonathan Osborne 17th. Jacob Alicia in the 18th position. 19th, Timmy McAdam. His first run with us in that 27/2 machine. We'll get that fixed up next week. Gordon Spain, 20th. Aaron Warren, 21st. 22nd, Jesse Redding. 23rd, Dion Jones. 24th, Jacob Hare. Kelly Kill, 25th. James Lee, 26th. Trevor Robertson, 27th. And Tom Barish rounds out your 28-car field in the 35 machine. And that is your results here for the Vigilante Racing League. We'll take one more check on the chat here. A lot of congratulations out there for the champion here tonight, number 13. It's pretty much what I see in there. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the racing action. We do have special events here frequently, so you don't want to miss out on that. But we are live every week, Monday and Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you tune in. Next race is going to be next Wednesday. It will be the VRL Premier Series, and we're going to be at Circuit of the Americas. Should be a great race. We hit the results already, and as always, I want to thank my beautiful and talented wife, Lori, for everything she does for me, my family, and this league. We would not and could not do this without her. And with that, folks, we have round 4 of this Vanquish Series in the books. Next week, we're going to Michigan International Speedway for round 5. Make sure you tune in at 8:50, no later than 8:50 to 9 o'clock Eastern. We're going to go live and be right into the racing action. But until then, folks, remember, stay sharp, stay fast, and above all else, stay vigilante. And we'll see you next time. Good night.
This ain't your mama's racing stream.